What's up, guys? It's your girl. I know you all remember my other weirdmeggedon went. If you didn't see it, please go and look for weirdmeggedon how it all began, and you will see it. And then you come back and come catch up back on this video. Then, guys, after when Bill said it's weird, welcome all to weirdmeggedon, you're gonna see the theme song. It's changed, guys. Guys, right now Ford is saying that. So this is how the world ends. Not with a bang, but with a boop boop. Dipper says weirdmeggedon. Then some crows fly above Dipper and Ford. All the animals from the forest are running and screaming for their lives. Some are flying, and some are able slithering for their lives. Right now, a deer knocks over Dipper, and then you're gonna see the gnomes. The gnome says, "Move it, Stretch. Hey, we're scampering here." Ford comes and helps Dipper get up. He said the rift is broken, and Bill's world is spilling into ours, and every minute his powers grow stronger. And then he said, Dipper starts to worry for his sister, and then he wants to run and talks into the walkie-talkie what his sister had gave him. And Ford stops him, telling him that we can find your sister soon, but they need to stop Bill. If they can blast him back through the rift he came out of, it just might be enough to stop Bill and save the universe. Dipper asks Ford if he even thinks that if stopping Bill is even possible.
Is even possible?
No, I'm not sure. But being a hero means fighting back.
And now Ford says that no, he's not sure, but he knows that being a hero means that fighting back even when it seems impossible. He asks Dipper if he'll follow him, and Dipper agrees to the end of the earth. And then Ford says that's good because that's where we're heading. And then he says, you might want to step inside. Weirdness wave! Zeus looks outside and notices that the whole world has been weird. And then his grandma has been turned into a chair. Zeus's grandma said have a seat and relax. But Zeus is worried about his friends and his grandma. His grandma does not stop him, but she just says that I'll be fine. Go and help the others. And then Zeus says when the universe is broken, only one-handed man can fix it. Kisses his grandma and leaves, says, I'm coming for you, friend. Now his grandma looks at the screen and says, time for a nap. Meanwhile, goat chompers with the eyes of Bill, but they turn sideways, bites off the tassel off Stan's hat. Stan threatens the goat that he's gonna throw him off the property for good. Then the weirdness wave comes and then chompers become bigger. Stan says, on second thought, I'm gonna run like a coward now. Chomper starts to make noises, and then Stan covers up his ears. The weirdness wave catches the arcade, and then all of the arcade games come to life, even Miss Gerbish. Meanwhile, at the prison where Gideon was being held, their holder said that it's time to review their finger paintings. Good. He asks Gideon does this look like someone who's ready to enter society? Ghost Dive shouts at the holder and says that Gideon's unappreciated. It is time. Gideon says, oh, Ghost Dive, you're making me blush. The other one says that, this one says that Gideon makes prison life worth living, and then they started chanting Gideon's name. Gideon. Oh. Chompers each side of the walls, and the maximum prison starts to break. As Gideon looks outside, he sees that Bill came through the rift. You can see the rift up here. And right now, a three-headed bird landed on Gideon's finger, making three-headed noises. And then Gideon says, oh my, Bill came through. That time, Bill was getting ready to cause some havoc. On the other hand, Ford in the clock tower says that his quantum destabilizer, I've been waiting a long time to use this. We're going to have only one chance to take this shot. He says, steady. And then the weirdness wave reaches the clock tower bell. And then it says, ooh, I'm alive now. Oh no! Ford shoots, he misses, and then it just hits Bill's top hat, then it collides into a tree. Bill's top hat reforms while the tree explodes. Ford says, oh no! And then Bill noticed that Ford was trying to stop him. And then he says, and here I thought today couldn't get any better. He shoots, and the clock tower just explodes. Dipper lying on the floor, not unconscious though, and not dead. He said, Grandpa Ford! And then Ford, stuck underneath rubble, says, Dipper, take my journals. He says he knows of another way to defeat Bill. And he saw that Bill was coming next to him. Then he said, oh no, Dipper, run, get down. Bill's eye turned red and has a drawing of 6 fingers on that eye. And then he says, good old 6 fingers. I've been waiting an eternity to have a chat face to face. He introduces Ford to his friends, saying that this Armageddon wouldn't be possible without help from their 6th friend, the Ford. He said this brainiac's the one who built the portal in the first place. He tells He tells Ford that to don't look so sour on him now, because it's not too late to join him. With that extra finger, they join right in with his freaks. Ford yells at Bill, saying, "I'll die before I join you. I know your weakness, Bill." And then Bill has a question mark on his eye, saying that, "Oh yeah, and I know real. Why your man do this?" Then Bill shoots Ford into a statue. The statue only holds Ford's screaming face. Dipper's so shocked. Bill takes out the statue and says that, "Because I need a new back scratcher," and starts laughing, and his friends follow laughing along. Dipper says he has enough, and he's threatening Bill to hand over his uncle, or else. Then Bill flies over to Dipper, saying that now isn't this interesting? He says his old puppet's back for an encore. "You think you can stop me? Go ahead, Punchy. Show me what you got." I do it, kid. Do some brilliant thing that takes me out right now. What you got, Punchy? Everybody's ready. Do it! Dipper is so confused. He flips to journal 3, and then he says that. Then Bill starts mocking him by saying, I. And then he tells him that to do it, kid. Do some brilliant thing that takes me out right now. What you got, Pine Tree? Do it! And then Dipper tries to punch Bill straight in his eye. And then Bill squinches his eye, and then Dipper falls back into a tree. And then Bill takes up journal 1, 2, and 3, and then Dipper, he set them ablaze, put them on fire, so he couldn't be a threat to him anymore. And then he said, "This is what happens to heroes in my world," while shaking Ford. Dipper screams out, saying, "Oh no, the journals!" Then he turns back around to his friends and says, "And anyone can remind me why we came here?" And then Abel says that, "To get weird." And then Bill says that that's correct. VIP party at the pyramid. Oh yeah, and 8-ball teeth. You've earned a treat. Take the kid for a snack. Eat the kid for a snack. And then Abel turns his eyes and Teet laughs. And then Bill goes into he sees a normal car, and then he blasts it, and it turns into a cool car. And then he took Ford and the rest of his crew, leaving 8-ball Teeth and Dipper behind. Dipper, so exhausted, breathes heavily, and then 8-ball asks his Teeth, if he wants to eat him or something. And then Teet replies joyfully, "Yeah, let's eat him." And then they both look at Dipper and then start try they start running him down. Only 2 pages in the journal survived the blaze. A part with what says "Don't summon at all costs," and a part with a picture of Bill in a man's head and a other picture of Bill. Meanwhile, while Bill was partying with his friends outside the town, Chandra Jimenez on TV, not sure how, on TV is saying that we are day 3 in this cataclysm event which some are calling weirdmeggedon.
Calling weirdmeggedon, or the odd apocalypse. Weather today calls for black clouds, blood rain, and frequent showers of eyeball bats turning people into stone. I'm Chandra Jimenez.
Dipper sees an eyeball bat coming to freeze him. Dipper jumps over a fence. And you all can see a picture of Mayor Tyler right here. But enough about that. That's not really important right now. And then Dipper goes over to He tries to hide himself from the eyeball bats. No eyeball bat sees him. The same walkie-talkie way he was using to talk with his sister before Ford stopped him and before Ford was captured. Dipper is talking to it, saying,
"Mabel, it's me. So far I've eluded capture, but I haven't been able to find you or Stan anywhere. I don't know if you can hear me, but wherever you are, whatever happens, I'm going to find you."
He thinks that they're in the Gravity Falls Mall. He thinks that in there is where they're hiding. And see? He went in there to go and check. He runs, he sees a man without any body parts and just his head and a hand for a leg. And then guys, he runs it. He bumps up into the glass, and then the man hand is talking to Dipper, saying, "Hey, I want to talk to you."
Hey, you. Hey, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about going inside my mouth.
He wants to eat Dipper for a snack, just like 8-Ball and Teet were supposed to do. But Dipper's smarter than this, so he starts to run. He says, "You don't have to make a big deal out of this. Hey, I'm talking to you. Why are you ignoring me? That's seriously rude to just ignore someone." And then, to be continued. Dun, 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 dun.